Hello friends, Sleepy here, and welcome to another episode of the weekly playlist. It's Friday, so that means it's time for me to share the games with you guys that I have been playing, let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on them. Of course, I would like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on the games that I share with you today, and I'd like to hear what games you guys have been playing recently, and if you have a suggestion for a game you think I should check out, let me know, because I'm always looking for new games to add to my collection and new games to experience, because there's so many wonderful games out there that I have not played yet, and you guys have recommended some really good ones, and I do have a nice list going on my computer of games to keep an eye out for on different consoles, whether it's a suggestion from you guys, or I happen to see a video, a top 10 video, or a best of, and I look at games and see them, and so I don't want to forget them, so I write them down in that list. And I've got a nice growing list of games for me to keep an eye out for when I'm out game hunting, and I can access the list on my phone, which is awesome. Now, I have to apologize that this has actually been a couple of weeks since my last weekly playlist. You know, I like to make them and release them every Friday when I'm able to. However, the past couple of weeks have just been absolute madness at work. We've been really busy. We've been shorthanded. People have been sick and calling off. I've also went to other stores and filled in there and got some overtime. And it's just been really busy, and I have not had a whole lot of time for gaming. I also have been helping my mom, because she recently just had her knee replaced, so my brother came up. He took off 2 weeks from work to come up and help them, and I was also helping him, and my mom is doing really well, so I do want to let everybody know that she did well. The surgery went great, and she's actually progressing a lot better than the doctor had thought. You know, he said that she's way more recovered than he thought she would be at this time. You know, like their ideal thing is to get like 90% mobility in the knee, and she's already, they said, like 110%. And so they're really happy with her progress, and it's crazy. The first day after her surgery, they actually had her going up and down stairs. Like, it's really changed. She had her other knee done like 12 or something years ago, and this one that she got done was done a lot better. You know, the technology and, medicine has really advanced a lot since then. And it's just crazy to think that she was already walking after having her knee replaced like 24 hours before. So she's doing really well, and I had a good time spending with them. I also got to see my brother. We did some game hunting and stuff, which you guys saw the stuff I got from him for my birthday gifts when we were out game hunting. So I also had a few days off now after my brother went home and done with work. I had a few days off this week, and I decided, I wanted to actually start playing some games. And there was 3 games that I was playing, and one of them actually was playing with my brother on a Nintendo Switch. And that's the first one I'm going to talk with you guys about, and it's called Torchlight 2. Now, that's an old game, that they ported to the Nintendo Switch. And that was his only digital, so I did buy a digital copy. It's my first digital game I got for the Switch, but they had it on sale for like, I think it was like $13 or something. But I used my gold coins, and I got $5 off with that. So with tax, it was ended up being only like $9 for me to get it. And it is awesome. It's a really fun game. Now, they are planning a physical release of the game for only $20 for Xbox One and PS4. And I reserved it for the for the Xbox One. I have that reserved at GameStop, so I'll pick that up when it comes out. I was really hoping they would release a physical version for the Switch. Maybe they will, I'm not sure. But if not, I'm still happy with the digital one. And I highly recommend you guys check out that game, because it is awesome. It's one of those top-down isometric action RPG games that I love. The graphics are done really well, and it is really fun to play. And you can also play multiplayer locally, but you can hook up your 2 Switches, because my brother bought a Nintendo Switch this year, and he's loving it. And him and I were able to sit in the same room and play together. He played on the TV, and I played on my Switch, and it was really fun. But you can also play it online. So my brother is going to be buying the Nintendo Switch Online service, because it's only $20. I got mine with my copy of Mario Maker 2, so him and I are going to continue playing that co-op. And it's really cool is that, like, your story as you play through the game does not affect the other person's world you join. Like, you can help them do their quests and stuff, but it doesn't change your story. Like, you could be a lot further and go back and help them with their quests and stuff. And it's really fun. There's a huge variety of enemies to fight, which I like so far. The story is good. I like the different weapons and the different characters you can play as. I'm playing as a Ember Mage, so a mage. I love mage characters, so that's the one I'm playing as. And my brother's playing a warrior type character. And it's really cool and really fun game. And one thing you get to have with you is a pet in the game that follows you around, a companion, and they can fight and stuff, and they have all kinds of different, they got bears, they've got dogs, wolves, cats and stuff. They have, I think, a panther or a tiger type animal. Now, I actually use just a orange tabby house cat, but he still fights and kills enemies and stuff, and I like him. And the game had the name like suggested, and they suggested Pancake, so I left his name as Pancake, so my wife liked that, the Pancakes, the cat. And one thing I really like about it, definitely, if you guys have never played the Torchlight games before, because I had never played them before, I heard of them but didn't play them, is you can actually send your pet to the town with your loot to sell it for you, and then they come back and bring you the gold. But you can also send them to buy potions and stuff for you. Like, you need a couple of health potions, and you can send your pet away, and while you're out adventuring, you can still fight and stuff, and then they come back. And the more stuff they sell, or the more stuff they buy, is the longer time. Sometimes it's 30 seconds. I had one was like 2 minutes and 40 seconds that my companion was gone. And when he comes back, he brought stuff that I had ordered, and he also sold stuff, so I didn't have to, teleport all the way back like other games and sell my loot. I could just sell my unwanted loot and keep gaming and adventuring while I was doing it, which I thought was a cool feature in the game. And I just really like the voicing in the game. I like that you can really zoom in to the battlefield, how close you want to be, or you can zoom way out, which I like that control with the cameras in those kind of games, because you can really zoom in. I like to have it kind of medium, not too far away, but not too close either, so you can get a bigger view of the map. And I'm really liking the story in the game, and I do like that there's all kinds of side quests. Definitely think you guys should check out Torchlight 2. Like I said, if you have a Nintendo Switch, it's on sale digitally on there. I don't know if it's available digitally yet on Xbox One or PS4, but I do know the physical copies are coming out later this year, and I'm getting it for Xbox One, as it's a game I definitely will play through again on the Xbox One after I beat the Nintendo Switch version. So, really fun game. I think you guys should check out Torchlight 2. It's awesome. Next here, another Nintendo Switch game, which this home is just pretty much, I've been playing on the Nintendo Switch because it's portable, and I can take it with me when I take the bus to work or take the bus home from work. I can play it on there while I'm waiting. I got to kill time and stuff, and it's just great to have a portable console. And so I've been playing the Switch a lot. And the next game here, so happy to have this, and that is Super Mario Odyssey, which this is awesome. This is easily becoming one of my favorite Mario titles. I love this game. The graphics are done really well. I like the variety of enemies. Of course, Bowser's in this, and the whole story is he captures a Peach and he wants to marry her. And here, Mario, you have to rescue her. You can't let the Bowser marry the Princess Peach, so you have to stop Bowser. And on your adventure, you meet different characters and stuff. And one of the main characters you get is Cappy from the Cap Kingdom. He actually becomes your Cap, and he helps Mario on his adventure. Like, you can throw him and hold the hat out, and you can actually jump on the hat to get up to higher places. And I've seen some people do some crazy stuff with the hat, like getting up to areas they're not supposed to by throwing it, bouncing it, and up in the air and throwing it again. And like, I've seen people do some crazy stuff in this game. Really fun game. The music is awesome. The gameplay is just that classic Mario feel to it, and it's just done really well polished. Nintendo really knows how to make fun Mario games, and they keep coming up with new adventures, so it's not always the same 2D side-scrolling games, which, I really like those, but I like how they've changed stuff up with, like, Mario 64, then they went to Mario Sunshine, the Mario Galaxy games are really cool, and now Mario Odyssey. I would love to see a Mario Odyssey too, as it's really fun. In the ship, the Odyssey, you actually get to travel to different lands in the world, and there's a New Donk City, which is my favorite so far. It's the Donkey Kong city, so there's actually humans running around, which, Mario's a human, but he looks different than them. And then there's cars and stuff driving around. There's ice worlds, there's desert levels, lava places, tropical beaches, and it's really awesome to have such a nice variety of different worlds to explore. There's even a forest and stuff that has a T-Rex in the game, which is cool. And another feature I like in this game is you can actually take control of enemies. So, like, if you have a bullet bill flying around, you throw your hat at it, you can actually take over a bullet bill and become a Mario bullet bill. You can take over a Cheep Cheep, become a Mario Cheep Cheep. You can take over Goombas, which I like, and you can jump on other Goombas and make a huge stack and giant tall Goombas. And taking over the different enemies in the game can actually help you get through areas of the game that are difficult, that you need their ability. Because like Mario in this, he can't breathe underwater, so he has a little meter and he can actually drown. Well, if you become a Cheep Cheep, you're a fish, they naturally breathe underwater. Now Mario can breathe underwater, you don't have to worry about that, and you can get to really deep places without having to worry about finding little air bubbles to refill your but your air meter. So that's really cool, really innovative. I like the different bosses in this game. They're done really well. There's all kinds of different stuff to explore, and every world is pretty much kind of like an open world like type areas, and there's a lot of little moons to collect. So, previous games, they had stars or sunshine sprites, collecting stuff. And in this one's no different, but each world has a lot of different moons to find. After you do like the main stuff, there's all kinds of side stuff to do and unlock in the game. So there's a lot of collecting to do in the game. I do want to 100% this game sometime. Absolutely love it. You guys got a Nintendo Switch, I highly recommend get a copy of Mario Odyssey. It is an awesome game and a worthy Mario title. I would love to see a Mario Odyssey too. I'm having a blast with this and looking forward to beating it and then 100%ing everything. It is awesome. And now we'll get to the last game, which I actually just picked this up on Monday this week, because I did not know that this game was even ported to the Nintendo Switch. I happened to see a launch trailer, and then I saw they had a really cool pre-order bonus at GameStop, but was past it, and so I thought I was going to miss out on it, but it was in GameStop and wanted to see if they had anything cool, and they actually had this there, and so I picked it up. It was their last copy. It was brand new, and that was a copy of Metro Redux. So this was the port of Metro 2030 and Last Light. They had originally ported this to Xbox One and PS4. Now, I beat both of these games on the Xbox 360 many times. Absolutely loved it. Loved the story, atmosphere, everything. When it was re-released on Xbox One, I had to buy it. Beat those through again. Loved it. Every minute of it. I absolutely love this series. And then when I saw for the Nintendo Switch, I wanted to get this. Now, I was gonna wait and maybe get it cheaper than having to pay the $50 that was brand new, since I already had these games. But I asked the guy at GameStop, hey, do you guys happen to have that pre-order bonus that came with it? And he's like, yeah, let me check and see. And he actually had one, and I was able to get it, and which is awesome, because it's pretty hard to get this pre-order bonus, because each store only got a few copies, because it wasn't really well known. Like the guy there's the manager of that GameStop that I'm friends with. They're a really good guy. Like, he didn't even know that this game was getting ported to the Switch. Like, there wasn't much buzz about it. They didn't really talk about it or anything to it, so I don't know why they didn't like hype it up. But it is awesome, and I was so happy to get the pre-order bonus stuff. So you get a little game sleeve to slide over this, alternate artwork inlay to put in the cover, 4 art cards, a fold-out poster which has Metro 2033 on one side and Metro Last Light on the other, and a pin badge set, which I actually saw a unboxing of this, and so I was really happy to get this pre-order bonus, and that's the one reason why I bought it. I also just love these games. They are awesome. And let me tell you, though, that this does run really well for the Switch. They optimized it. People are worried. Like, when I know The Witcher 3 was on the Switch and people were saying it had a lot of slowdown. I have not experienced really much slowdown at all. The graphics look well. It says that the game runs 720p in the handheld mode and 1080p in the docked mode. Of course, you're not going to get your Xbox One X or PS4 Pro 4K graphics that you can get on there, but it's still a beautiful game and looks awesome. Love the story. I'm currently playing through Metro 2033. I beat through the first couple of missions, and it just brings back memories. I love this series. I love the music, the atmosphere, the voice acting, the characters, just everything in this game is amazing. It's a dark, gritty story. It's not all happy-go-lucky, and I really like that. And the music, and the ambience, and it just draws you in, especially with headphones on, and being able to take this on the go with you is what I really like. Like, I really don't plan to play it much docked, because I have the PS4. Well, I actually do have it on PS4 thanks to my brother, but I have the Xbox One 360 one if I really want to play on the TV. I got this so I can play it portably, because I love this series, and I think you guys should check out. It is awesome, and it is, for me, it is worth the $50, $25 for each game. Now, you can wait and get it down, when it comes down used. I'm sure it'll eventually drop down to like $15 or $20 for it on the Switch. But if you got a Nintendo Switch, you've never played any of the Metro games before, highly recommend these. They're awesome first-person shooters, and I would love to see actually Metro Exodus. Maybe someday they'll port that one to the Switch, because I'm actually still working on beating that on Xbox One this year. Awesome game. I think you guys should try it out. Absolutely love this game. It is awesome, and I'll definitely be sharing some more of this as I get further into them, let you guys know my thoughts more is how I like these Switch port of the Metro Redux. Awesome game. So, do our quick little recap like we always do each week. I talked about Torchlight 2. I got a digital copy for less than $10 for the Nintendo Switch. It's actually my first digital game that I ever bought for the Switch. I would love to get a physical one for it, but I don't know if they're actually going to make one. I do know there's a physical copy coming out for Xbox One and PS4 in a few months. It's only going to be $20, so I'm going to buy those. If you guys like those top-down isometric action RPG games like I do, definitely recommend picking up, because you can get pets in the game, and you can actually send your pet with loot to the town to sell for you, and you can also have them buy stuff for you, so you don't actually have to leave the area and go back to the towns, because I love to loot stuff, and that's one thing I love in these kind of games. And so that was a really cool addition I think you guys should check out. We also talked about Super Mario Odyssey, a wonderful 3D Mario adventure game released for the Switch. If you're a Switch owner, you have to get a copy of this, especially if you're a fan of Mario games, because this is done really well, and I would love to see a Super Mario Odyssey 2 in the future. That would be great. And the last game we talked about was Metro Redux for the Nintendo Switch. This is an awesome port of the games. They both run really well, even in the portable mode. The graphics are done well, and it is a wonderful title. Definitely think you should check it out, especially if you have never played the Metro games. They are awesome. So let me know about those 3 games: Torchlight 2, Mario Odyssey, Metro Redux, if you've played any of these on the Switch. Awesome games. Absolutely love them. Think you guys should check them out. I would love to hear what games you guys have been playing lately. And if you have a suggestion on a game you think I should check out, let me know, because you guys always recommend really fun titles. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful day, and Sleepy will see you next time.